Have you ever felt torn between honoring your family and staying true to your heart? This is the story of Amara, a woman of faith and resilience who faced unimaginable trials in her own home. Her mother-in-law, Mama Nkechi, saw her as an enemy rather than family. What unfolds is a tale of cruelty, betrayal, and ultimately redemption, a journey that tests the strength of faith, patience, and love in the face of overwhelming adversity. The sun rose over the bustling streets of Lagos, the buzz of car horns and the chatter of street vendors filling the air. The city was alive, vibrant, and chaotic. I, Amara, had just finished my morning prayers in the small prayer room of our luxurious apartment when my husband, Chike, walked in. His face carried a mix of excitement and apprehension. "Mama is coming to stay with us for a while," he said cautiously, watching for my reaction. I nodded, forcing a smile. I respected my mother-in-law, Mama Nkechi, as tradition and faith dictated, but her disdain for me had always been evident. From the day Chike introduced me as his wife, she had made it clear that I was not the woman she had envisioned for her only son. Still, I resolved to be respectful and gracious, as the Bible teaches, no matter her intentions. Mama Nkechi arrived later that afternoon with a flurry of complaints. The driver helped her out of the car, and she immediately began scrutinizing everything. "So, this is the house?" she asked, her tone dripping with disdain. "It's too modern, too cold. Where are the signs of culture and tradition?" Chike, torn between loyalty to his mother and his love for me, tried to mediate. "Mama, Amara has worked hard to make this house comfortable for you. Let us not start with quarrels." Mama Nkechi's glare silenced him, and I offered no defense. Instead, I smiled and showed her to her room, silently praying for strength. Over the following weeks, her cruelty escalated. She dismissed my cooking as tasteless, claimed my prayers were insincere, and accused me of being lazy despite my endless toil. She even began spreading rumors among our church community that I had used charms to ensnare her son. Cheek's position became increasingly precarious. "Amara, please understand," he said one evening as I prepared dinner. "Mama is old-fashioned and set in her ways. She will come around eventually." I nodded, though my heart ached. My husband's wealth and faith in God had brought us many blessings, but it seemed Mama Nkechi viewed those blessings as hers to control. One day she demanded that Chike sign over one of his properties to her, claiming it was her right as his mother. "It is only fair," she declared during a heated argument. "This woman will squander everything and leave you with nothing." Chike hesitated, his eyes darting between his mother and me. "Mama, Amara is my wife, my partner in all things. We make decisions together." Her face darkened. "So she has already bewitched you. You choose her over me?" Cheek's silence was deafening, and I felt the sting of her words more acutely than ever. Yet, I held my peace, determined not to let anger consume me. Mama Nkechi's demands became more outrageous. She insisted that Chike give her control over the family business. "You are too distracted by this woman," she claimed. "You need someone who truly has your best interests at heart." Chike, weary and conflicted, sought advice from our pastor. "Honor your mother," the pastor said, "but also remember that your wife is your partner. Pray for wisdom and do not act in anger." The tension reached a breaking point when Mama Nkechi accused me of poisoning her food. She claimed to feel ill after every meal I prepared, and her accusations caused a stir in the household. One evening, she dramatically clutched her stomach and called for Chike. "She wants me dead," she cried, pointing a trembling finger at me. Chike's face paled. "Mama, please don't say such things." "She's jealous of our bond," Mama Nkechi continued. "She wants to take you away from me forever." I stood silently, my heart pounding. I knew any defense I offered would be twisted against me. Instead, I prayed silently for strength and clarity for my husband. In a desperate attempt to prove my innocence, I suggested a test. Mama, let us have the food examined by a professional, I said. If I am guilty, let the truth be revealed. Reluctantly, she agreed. Chike arranged for a private lab to test the food, and the results came back clear. There was no poison. The revelation embarrassed Mama Nkechi, but instead of apologizing, she doubled down, accusing me of manipulating the test results. The strain took its toll on Chike. He began spending long hours at work, avoiding the tension at home. I often found myself alone in the house, left to endure Mama Nkechi's barbs. One day, she locked me out of the apartment, claiming she had misplaced her keys. I sat on the doorstep for hours until Chike returned. Mama, this is too much, he said angrily. Amara deserves your respect. Respect? She scoffed. She has done nothing to earn it. Despite everything, I refused to retaliate. I knew my battle was not with her, but with the bitterness and insecurity in her heart. I prayed fervently for her transformation, even as I endured her cruelty. One fateful day, Mama Nkechi's schemes reached their extreme. She accused me of stealing an expensive gold bracelet she claimed had gone missing. The accusation spread quickly, reaching even Chike's business associates. I stood before a family gathering, tears streaming down my face, as she spewed venomous lies. I swear by the living God, I said, my voice trembling but firm, I did not take anything that does not belong to me. Mama Nkechi's fury knew no bounds. She demanded that I leave the house immediately. Chike, if you do not send her away, I will disown you as my son. Chike's torment was visible. He looked at me, then at his mother, and finally knelt before her. Mama, please forgive Amara. She is innocent. But she would not be appeased. That night, I packed a small bag and prepared to leave. Chike clutched my hand. I cannot let you go, he whispered, but I cannot forsake Mama either. I smiled through my tears. God will guide us, I said. Tragedy struck a week later. Mama Nkechi fell gravely ill, collapsing during a heated argument with one of her friends. Her once domineering voice became a faint whisper, and her accusations ceased. Chike and I rushed her to a private hospital where she was diagnosed with a severe high blood pressure condition. The local pastor visited to pray over her, and she began to reflect on her actions. One evening, as I sat by her bedside, she reached for my hand. Amara, she said weakly, I have wronged you. My heart was filled with envy and greed. Can you forgive me? Tears welled in my eyes. Mama, I forgave you long ago. Let us leave the past behind. Her condition improved slowly, and with it came a transformation. She began to show gratitude for my care and even praised my cooking. She publicly apologized to the church and the community, acknowledging her false accusations and seeking forgiveness. In time, Mama Nkechi's health was restored, and our relationship blossomed. She became an advocate for me, defending me against any criticism and embracing me as her daughter. Chike's joy knew no bounds as peace returned to our home. Amara, Mama Nkechi said one day as we worked together on a charity project she initiated, you have taught me the true meaning of love and humility. I thank God for you. The city lights glittered in the distance as we stood on the balcony of our apartment that evening. Though the journey had been fraught with pain and trials, redemption had prevailed, proving that faith, patience, and forgiveness could triumph over even the deepest wounds. Thank you for taking the time to watch and listen to this heartfelt story. If you enjoyed it and want to explore more inspiring and thought-provoking tales, please consider subscribing to our channel. Your support means the world to us and helps us continue sharing stories that touch lives. Don't forget to like, comment, and share with your friends and family.